Hey, Beady Besties. Happy Wednesday, my loves. I think it's Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I hope you had a great Wednesday today, my friends. Yeah, it was hit or miss here today, but all that is over now because I get to be here with you guys, my favorite people. And my friends, look what time it is. Today we're going to do a little, say it with me, friends. Self-love, self-love, self-love. Okay, so I had to make you sit through that. But anyway, look, I fashioned this box here by accident, but now we can just pull a card. So guys, this is a little something I like to do from time to time because we all need a little self-love in our life. So let's pull us a self-love card. And then on the back of this card will be a fun exercise. You can choose to do it if you need a little bit of enlightenment in your life. If not, then just, that's fine. Oh. Crying is a sign of release. Crying is a release, not a sign of weakness. I honor my emotions. Guys, this actually hit really pretty big for me today because I was a crying ball of mess on my sofa today for about 2 hours because we had just really, really bad weather and I was completely by myself. And then we lost power for about an hour, and that was a little scary. But we're good. We got through it. But this was me today, and you know what? It was a release. It was a way for me to release my emotions because I was so scared. So it was not a sign of weakness. It was just me letting the world know that I wasn't okay right now, but I was getting through it. So an exercise for us. When feeling sadness, allow yourself to cry without holding back. Let the emotions flow freely. Guys, it's a very human emotion. Crying, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Listen, I cried during General Hospital, and I'm not trying to make light of things, but I'm a crier, my friends, and I probably cry during General Hospital at least one episode, at least 3 episodes a week. I probably do. All right, enough about my emotions, friends. Look what came today from the people at the Bead Box Bargains. Guys, my companion bundle is here. I did not open it, so let's get us some scissors. I doodled a little bit. I'm so excited, guys. So this is the first ever companion bundle that I have purchased. I have bought one mini bundle before, but it was literally a mini bundle. Not the one we just did not too long ago, but there was another mini bundle that I have bought. But this is the first actual companion bundle that I've purchased. And she is a hefter. Guys, I wish I could tell you how much this was. I don't remember. Oh, but I'm sure it's... Oh, look, there's my address for all my stalkers to see. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just giving myself a little too much credit. I have 0 stalkers. But I am taking applications if you're interested. So let's see. Just make life spicy. Guys, this is an old fatty boombalatti right there. That's what it is. If you're from Philly, you probably know that fatty boombalatti. That's when we were kids in Philly and we were like tearing somebody up. You would call them fat. It's mean, friends. Don't do it. But now it's just, it's okay because we're all grown up. So this companion bundle was $48.99. However, friends, they do allow us to use our 30% coupon code. So you guys... if you are not signed up for the Bargain Bee Box, the 30% coupon code is, I'm telling you, it's VIP. You can use it on everything. So it took $14.70, my friends, off of this. So it came out to $34.29, which, by the way, guys, I have a new affiliate. They switched over systems, so now they're doing a little bit different. And instead of having an affiliate code, I now have an affiliate link. So if you are not subscribed to Bargain Bee Box and you subscribe using my affiliate link, that will help me out and I would appreciate you very much. And it will also, I believe, get you $2 off your box. I'm not sure if that's changed or not, so please don't quote me on that. All right. So here is, and they say this value is $119.26, and I will tell you, she's a bit heavy. This bundle includes a selection of beads, pendants, and bindings handpicked to coordinate with the Bohemian Nights collection. Create even more Bohemian Night pieces with this beautiful collection. Plus, you'll get free shipping to the USA on your entire order when you purchase this bundle. Just add this item to your cart and select free shipping. So here's a list of all of our things, but I don't think we're going to need the list because, oh wow, 24 things. That is rather generous. because Bargain, they do such a great job labeling all their bags and stuff. And I just want to say thank y'all so much for doing that. You make my job easier, so I do appreciate you. All right, let's see what we got on here. Oh, we get a thank you card with a gifty. What do you think the gifty is, friends? What do you think it is? I'm hoping it's some kind of check glass or a button. Okay. Oh, I was right. Some kind of check glass. Look at that. Ooh, in my last one, I got blue flowers. Now I got red flowers. I might have to make a bracelet with them both together. Okay. Enough silliness. Look at this bundle. Let's do a jumper. Let's do a jumper do. Ooh, wee. Okay, guys. So I don't remember a lot from this collection other than it's blue. And there was a certain bead, and it's this one right here. Nope, it's not that one. It was the round pearl, shell pearl that I remember. That I said, yes, I have to get this because of that. And also, I don't see it. I don't see it. It was a round shell. Maybe it is this one. It is. Okay. On the thing, it looked a little bit lighter and blue because I thought, oh my God, I have to have this collection for this round shell because I think my new daughter-in-law is going to love this because I thought it was a little bit more of a baby blue, but now that I'm looking at it, I think I might want to keep it for myself. Is that rude? I don't know. Anyway, guys, let's push, and they are numbered. So I am going to follow the number. I'm going to go and get organized because I like to do that sort of thing. And I will follow numbers and we will get to cracking. This is a whole, oh my gosh. Y'all, look how pretty. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, my friends, and we are back. And holy smoker doos, this collection is humongous. So I'm actually going to bring a bead mat out because I don't think it's all going to fit on my palette. Oh, guys, I got to show you. I got this little dude. It's probably going to be loud. I'm going to turn him on, but he's a little desktop vacuum cleaner. And he looks like a robot. I don't know if you can see his little eyes. And look, he cleans this bead mat so nice from all the cat hairs. And look, he collects all the, yeah. $13.88 on Amazon, you guys. I'll put the link in the box. If you guys have cats, you might want to invest in that. Okay, let's look at this collection, my friends, because it's huge, large and in charge, and we are definitely going to be making lots of gorgeous jewelry with this collection. All right. First, and they are not messing around at the door, friends, because they put some components first. Usually we get the gemstones first. Let me bring you down a little bit. Oh, wrong side. Wrong way, girl. I have this problem. I can't tell. But we're starting out with components. So this first thing is we have that's bag number 1. 5-piece stainless steel moon vase hammered charm set. Look at those. So we have our full moon, and then we have our half moon and our crescent moon. So we can do a little, hold on. I can do it, I promise. We can do one of these little actions here. You go over here. And then so on and so forth. Kind of look like that a little bit. I love that. I love that for us. Oh, guys, I didn't even get a dish out. My goodness. Hold on. Let me get to dish. We might need it, because, I mean, I know I'm a dish, but we might need, like, a other dish. Okay, let's blow all the niceties out. All right, so number 2, we are also going to look at some components here. So we have a 2-piece 18 karat gold plated brass moon phase rectangle pendants. Those are super sweet. Look at those. I love this color gold. That is just the most perfect color gold. Love those. Wow. Okay, number 3, and this one also in the unboxing that I saw, because Lauren did do a whole unboxing. This had my heart. So this is an 18 karat gold plated brass and cubic zirconia dragonfly pendant. Look at her. Oh my goodness, look at her. Where am I putting these cups? I have to find a better place. You move over here and you go there. Okay. Gorgeous. She's got some different color. If you see it, it's green and purple. She has green and purple stones going down the tail. And then she's got blue stones in here. And then we've got some fuchsia. Oh, that's so pretty. Wow. Okay. That's gorgeous. I'm going to put her right in the middle. Love her. All right. Next, we're going to look at, now we're going to search some beads, my friends. We got some 3 to 3.5 millimeter garnet micro faceted round beads. You get a 14-inch strand. So these are just like kind of little babies, a little bit bigger than itty bitties. Oh, wow. They're so pretty and glittery. Those are lovely. I'm a big fan of garnet. I love garnet. I think it's just so pretty. Yeah, and they're super faceted. And I love that they're not the itty, and they have some nice weight to them too, by the way. This is a really pretty bead. I like that they're not super, super itty bitty. They're definitely, we can definitely work with those. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful. Yes. Yes. Okay, next, and this is really interesting. I've never seen this in a bargain bead box thing. So this is a turquoise glass bead mix. You get 20 grams. Look at all this fun jazz. We get some of these, well, let's put a couple in my hand and see what we get. So we get a couple of these like little bamboo. We have some rounds in here. We've got some, looks like some seed beads, some little cylinders. Oh, we've got some of those color lined ones with they're clear on the outside and the colors in the lining. We've got some really pretty seafoam little half bicones. There's some silver stuff in here, some little silver bowls. We've got some little bit more rondelles, different colored drucks. There's a beautiful druck. Ooh, look at that blue. I mean, just all different kinds. What is this guy? This is what I was. Look at that guy. That's a beautiful mix. I love that. That's so cool. I'm trying to think, maybe we can just do, you know what this would be really cute? If you just did like a random memory wire bracelet, and you just put, I just think that would be so pretty. It's just a very little dainty, maybe this will probably do at least 2.5 loops, my friends. 2.5 loops for sure. All right, what number was that now? That was number 5. Okay. Is this 6? Yeah, so 6 is a big boy. He doesn't get a cup. This is 8 millimeter strand of magnesite dyed heated matte round beads in turquoise. And there she is. Or he is. Oh, look at the veining. That is so pretty. They feel so nice too because they have that matte. They're beautiful. These are so, I don't care that they're not turquoise. Like, they're so pretty, right? I mean, listen, we all can't afford turquoise, so this is a really nice little way for some of us to get some turquoisey looking goodness. Or howlite. This even actually kind of resembles dyed howlite, really. That's really pretty. I didn't like how I had it on the mat. Let's put it like that. I'm really OCD today. I don't know what's going on. Let's put it underneath. Oh, there we go. OCD. How are you guys doing? Did you guys catch Jennifer on Softflex today? Jennifer Miller, she's so darn cute. I love her. All right, guys, we are going to look at now some 4x2 millimeter howlite dyed heated Heishi beads in turquoise. These are really pretty. These are a little bit brighter blue. And they are just this little thin, well, not very thin, guys, but just like a small, perfect little spacer. That's what these are. Perfect little spacers. I love a good Heishi. Heishi. All right, guys, we're going to get into a little bit of a different color tone. Excited about that. This is a 6 millimeter crazy lace agate matte round, 7 inches. These are very pretty. I love this, like these brown and orangey. They've got some yellows in there. Some very caramely colors. I love that. I think that's going to look so pretty with, you know, with a lot of these bright blues. Like, look at that. That's a beautiful situation. Yes, it is. I'm going to have so much fun with this box, guys. Let me know in the comments. Did you guys get this box? I'm excited to see what you all make. All right, number 9. We are looking at a 10 millimeter synthetic turquoise man-made faceted round bead, 7 inches. Ooh, look how pretty those are. Look at those facets. So pretty. And they do like very much resemble like a howlite or turquoise. Very pretty. And they're nice. I like this size. I like that we have a lot of different sizes here. That's fun. That's fun for me. Look how pretty. Okay, here are our shell. This is a 8 millimeter shell pearl man-made round beads in turquoise, 7 inches. This color is so pretty. Oh, look at that color. So saturated in blue. Oh my goodness. So smooth. Like you can, these are a really nice smooth bead. You can definitely feel that nice layer of nacre. Very pretty. Very smooth. Oh, sorry about that. That was loud. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Yes. I'm probably thinking that I'm definitely going to put these with the butterfly. Because this blue here, that's beautiful. All right, guys, I love, love, love this strand. So this is a mixed gemstone chip bead, natural and dyed, 15 inches. I love it because it's so different. It has so many different gemstones and just look how pretty that is. I'm just going to call out a few that I'm seeing, like some citrine here. Amethyst. We look like we have some jasper in there. That's probably some, it looks like amazonite. More jasper, maybe some agate. Agate. We got agate in there. Oh, look, there's some that spotted sodalite, spotted and the spotted jasper. All that kind of stuff there. Moss, maybe some moss agate here. Ooh, those are pretty. I love the diversity in this strand. So pretty. Okay, I think I think this is really kind of boho, like, you know, because it's just so funky and different. I love that for us. All right, number 13, because I think, am I at 13? Okay, I guess so. These are absolutely gorge, my friends, when you see these. 6 millimeter red agate dyed heated faceted flat round beads. Holy smokes, Martha. Look at those beads. Oh my gosh. Look at those beads. They are so beautiful. Look at all the different, oh my gosh. I need a moment of silence for this agate. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's just simply stunning. I love the smaller size. These are going to make gorgeous earrings, my friends. Yes, yes, yes. Love them so much. And we get little spacers in between. That's when you know it's a good bead. When your bead comes with beads, you know that it's made it in its life. When it's traveling with a posse, then you know that bead has made it. That's a gorgeous bead. All right. So we are going to look at number 13 now, which is a 4 millimeter cat's eye glass faceted round bead in light peach, 14 inches. That's a nice, beautiful long strand, and these are really pretty. So these are like a man-made glass, and they have that little bit of fiber optic, if you will. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Anyway, they have this little fiber optic little number that this little trick that they do, and they kind of remind me of moonstone, peach moonstone, if I'm being honest. I think they're beautiful. Very sparkly. It's just lovely. Very lovely. I don't care that they're man-made. You know what? So am I. Okay. Well, kind of. Not really. You know what? You know what's man-made? This chair that I'm sitting on, and I feel very comfortable sitting on it. So I'm okay with man-made, my friends. It's all right. Okay. That's so pretty. Oh, look at it with the agate. Oh my goodness, that's a moment. Okay, guys, this bead needs a whole moment of silence too. And it's a polymer clay bead, and I'm absolutely over the moon for it. So this is a 6 by 6.5 polymer clay bead in turquoise gold shimmer, my friends. Look at this bead. Say what now? Say what now? And it feels so cool. It's like, You can feel it's like a clay bead, but it's just, I don't know. It feels like soft, but it's not. It's just so cool. Look at the shimmer and sheen. Oh my gosh. This is just, I don't know. I just need this on a bracelet. And so I can just look at it all day long. Look how beautiful that is. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, look at it with the dragonfly. Look at that. I just did something there. Look at that. I know where you're going. Okay, guys, let's look at a darker blue here. So we have I'm telling you, the beads keep coming, my friends. They're not going to stop anytime soon. 6x4 crystal faceted rondelle in matte capri blue. 16 inches. That's a mess ton of beads, my friends. Look at those. So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous matte bead. And they have like this half plating on one side. So they give you that little bit of luminosity. It looks a little like glowy and luminous. And it's even a little bit more it's a little bit more noticeable because it is a matte bead, I feel like. So it's really, it really pops. I think that's a really cool effect. I love these. These are amazing. And here's my question, friends. Here's my question for all of us, because this is my first ever full-size companion bundle. Do we add this to the other beads, or do we just play with this? Is the question. I mean, I guess a little bit of both. Comme ci, comme ça. I don't know. Okay. Let me know in the comments what you think. All right. So next we're going to look at number 16, which is a 6x4 crystal triangle bead in turquoise skies. Boom. So we're getting some more shimmery dimmery elements. Look at those. Now, y'all know, if you've been here for a minute, I'm not the craziest about the triangle beads because I feel like they're a little pokey. And that just could be me because I do have a texture. I have, little texture idiosyncrasies about myself. So it's purely me, guys, because I know these are a very popular bead. And you know who loves these beads? You know who would love this strand? Kirk from Space Pickle Designs. She would love this strand. I might send it to her. It's a pretty though. Of all your different little colors on there. You've got some greens and blues and silver. We've got some clear. I think they're not clear. I think they've got some blue in them. They're like a very, very baby blue. They're beautiful, but it's just not my jam. They're Kirk's jam. They'll probably make it into a box Kirk bound at some point. All right. Next, we're going to look at some drops. These are a 10-piece 14x6 crystal faceted teardrop beads in light turquoise. Guys, notice I haven't said turquoise at all until just now. Anyway, look at those drops. Ooh, one's trying to escape. They're so pretty. Look at that. Faceting. There's your drill hole. Hey, can you not stare at my hole? Thank you. Okay, anyway. Those are really super sweet. Somewhere, call. Put them somewhere. I'm seeing earrings with those for sure. Ooh, and maybe we could actually do some little dangles with, oh, that's an idea. Okay, call. I see where you're going. All right, friends, let's look at number 19. Oh, no, we haven't gone there yet. I'm sorry. I jumped out of order. Why do you have two? Okay, 18. Sorry, my bags are getting in the way. Okay, so I think we're on 18. I don't know. It was a lot of cups next to me, friends. There was a lot of cups. We have a 3-piece fancy polymer clay cashmere bead set in turquoise gold. So these are like kind of like those Indonesian beads that, oh my gosh, I love so much. They're like handmade, and they kind of put all these little doodads and stuff in there. Look at that. That is a whole work of art, my friends. Whether, I know not, oh, look at those. I know not everybody loves these beads. I particularly adore these kind of beads. We get them a lot in our Jessie James as well, and I'm always welcoming these beads. Matter of fact, I might have a little tiny collection obsession. I really don't design with them that often, but I do collect them. So Space Pickle will not be getting those. Those are for call. Those are for, yeah, look at those. Okay, guys. We have a couple more cups. Insanely enough, we do. Then we might make a little something here. All right, next we have a red agate dyed and heated brass oval charm with night sky. Oh, how pretty is that? So here we have this little agate charm, I guess I say a pendant. It's got this moon, and then there's the other side. It's just clear. It's kind of doesn't have much color. Oh no, it doesn't have much color. It's very smoky. Not quite clear, but it is a little smoky. And then of course it has this beautiful gold banding, and it's a pretty gold, guys. It's not like that, you know, atrocious gold. It's pretty. I think it would look really pretty actually over here. Oh, friends, I think that's what we're going to make today. I think we're going to do a little necklace number because that's really stinking cute. All right, let's look at number 20. This is a 2-piece 8.5 by 8 millimeter 18 karat gold plated brass and cubic zirconian crescent charms. Look how dainty. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh my gosh. And they're the little, oh, look at those. Look how stinking sweet. They're so tiny. I love them. And we have something coming up that's probably going to go good with those in a set. I see these in an earring, and then this I think is going to be the pendant, maybe in a different design. I don't know which one we're going to do today, friends. I'm having multiple ideas. So this is a 25 by 23 18 karat gold plated enameled breast and cubic zirconian crescent moon pendant. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm getting a little winded. This is a lot of work. I might be too tired to make anything. Look at that. That's just wild. I love that. It does have a little jump ring up here and a little loop. But look at the detail and the enameling. That's just so pretty. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so pretty. That would also, oh my gosh, that I think, I don't know, friends. Oh, that they're both so pretty. Maybe we do we do a double necklace, or is that too much? So maybe we'll wait on that, guys. What do you think about like a double necklace with those two pendants? Is that too much? I don't know. I think it sounds like a good idea to me. All right, next we're going to look at a 30-piece 8x3 faceted rondelle spacer beads. And these are free of all the stuffs. Nickel. It is nickel free, my friends. It is nickel free. All right. We have some of those. And they're very heavy and they're nice. They're a nice, pretty gold. A little bit darker than our other light golds, or a little bit more of the bright gold here. But I don't mind it. It's not quite macaroni and cheese. So I'm okay with it. We have multiple... Excuse me, I'll have to go find somebody. Here he comes. We have multiple tones of gold throughout this whole box. So, yeah. That's the only thing I don't mind gold. I just struggle with matching gold. Because some people are like, I don't care. Just put it all together. My brain doesn't let me do that, friends. You saw that yesterday in the necklace we made. My brain was like, called the original design. My brain was like, what are you doing? My brain does not let me do random. Or anything like that. So next we're going to look at a 40-piece 6mm star spacer beads. These are also nickel free. Ooh, look how pretty. Again, a little bit brighter gold like the spacers we just saw. Those are very pretty. And then there is your drill hole. Where is your drill hole? Yeah, that's in there somewhere. There it is. Those are very pretty. Very small. I can definitely see these on earrings. Maybe that's what we'll make. I don't know, friends, but you guys know I have to make something because we always make something together. All right, and finally, we are at the end of this collection. I didn't think it was going to end. This is a 40-piece 4mm stainless steel pattern 5-petal gold caps, bead caps. These are just the sweetest little bead caps ever, and they do have some texture on them. I don't know if you can see, because a lot of times when we have these little tiny baby ones, they don't have texture. But these, let me pull one up here. If I can. They're very small. They don't want to pull it. Okay. You see that texture? They have a little bit of texture in there. Okay, cool. 10 minutes on texture. All right, guys. This is a beefy, meaty, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I'm so glad that I got it. Companion bundle. Let me organize some stuff, guys. I truly do not know what we're going to make. I was also thinking... Now that would be really pretty too. Maybe we'll do this necklace. And we'll save this for that guy. But I think this is kind of... What do we think? I think we're just going to do a simple chip necklace. We might use some of these spacers. But I'm really liking this for myself because, as we spoke before, guys, I don't like a whole lot of crazy like beaded jewelry. I understand that this is all beads, but I think that would be a really pretty necklace. So that's probably what I'm going to put aside. And I'm going to put all this stuff away, and we'll be right back, friends. We'll be right back. All right, friends, and we are back. So I've laid some things out. What I have here is I have our chips here, and full disclosure, I had a little bag of probably, I don't know, 8 or 10 little either red agate or cornelian chips on the side of my desk that have just been hanging around forever. So I just dumped them into here. So listen, I'm pulling y'all into the circle of trust, so don't alert the authorities, but I did add a couple little chips. We're also going to be using these agate because I think these are a nice neutral that kind of also go with the neutral of this pendant, the neutrality, if you will. So I thought that was a nice neutral to some of these brighter colors. So it's going to be, and then we also have these cat's eye glass, which are also very neutral. So here's our neutral, and then we have some pops of color here. And I figured since they were like kind of related bags, at least cousins anyway, I did pilfer these these little baby spacers from our bargain bead box because, and I'll tell you why. I thought those other spacers were just too big for this project. I also do have some of these little bead caps, which I might see. I have an idea with them. And then I also have a bail. So I'm bringing this bail in from my stash. It's just a very small tube bail. I have a clasp, and then I have 2 crimp tubes in gold. These are the soft flex tubes. As we are going to, oh no, I'm trying to get this cat hair off my mat. Apparently my little robot didn't pick it up. Okay. And I've caused chaos. Chaos. And Armageddon. All the things. There they are. Okay. These are a little bit different golds, but I don't know. That's okay. I'm not going to let that stop me. Wait, what did I do with the crimp tubes? Did I just mesh the crimp tubes in here with all this crap? Oh my gosh. I'm never going to find them. Where did I put the crimp tubes? I dumped them. Are they in here? Friends, where did they go? Oh, I see them. There they are. Okay. I knew they had to be here somewhere. Right, and we're just going to do a simple little stringing project because my unboxing was over a half an hour long. So guys, we just do simple projects when we unbox. We don't necessarily do crazy things. I just like to do simple things that kind of like strike my fancy when I open the box. And so now that we spent most of our time reorganizing, I'm sorry, OCD. There we go. Oh, and guys, I also wanted to show you. So remember my mom's birthday live? You guys remember I made these elephant earrings? They're huge, but they're beautiful. I didn't remember that I had put 2 of those amethyst squares aside. So I made myself another smaller pair of earrings. I just wanted to show you guys because I made them off camera. Look how stinking cute. So these are probably going to be more of a wearable earring for me as opposed to, I mean, this big one is gorgeous and it has 2 of my favorite beads in it. But just a little bit lighter offering. Not necessarily shorter, but lighter. Okay, I wanted to show you guys those real quick. And again, thank you so much, Marianne and Lori, for the amethyst and for the elephants. All right, so let's bring in our bead stringing wire of choice. I'm going to go with a bone here because this is just such a pretty color. It's probably one of my favorite neutral soft flex colors. And I am just going to go ahead and cut myself a piece. So I want my necklace to be about, I don't really like, this is for me, so I don't really like a lot of long necklaces, but I also don't like really short, like choker style necklaces. So I think I'm going to make this one about 20 inches. That sounds good. So there is 12. So I'm going to cut myself about 24 inches of wire. It might be a little too much. Okay, maybe 23 inches. Let's see. Because I want some room to crimp, friends. I want some room to crimp. So let's get our cutters. Bow. All right. And I could have done it on the spool, but friends, the truth is, I would cut more wire than I needed off the spool if I were to keep it on the spool. It doesn't really matter, friends. I always cut too much wire because it's always good if you have a crimpage issue and you need to recrimp. You know, if you cut yourself just the exact amount of wire, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to cut yourself a whole new piece. So I cut myself a little bit over. So this way, if that happens, which it does from time to time, listen, we ain't perfect. You know, I have room to crimp. All right, my friends, here we are, here we are. So I am going to put a bead buddy on one of these, little bead bug buddy. And then we are going to work from the inside out. That's usually how, or do I want to put it on this side? I prefer beading on this side. Okay. So let's attach our guy. And I do have some 4mm jump rings. You know, I wonder if I should bring in the 6mm, but the color was just really off on that one. But these jump rings are closer to this color, but really off on the bail. That's fine. Jesus, decisions. You know what, guys? Let me bring in this. These are 20 gauge jump rings. No, these are 21 gauge jump rings. So let me see if I have any 4mm in the 18 gauge, 20 gauge rather. And I do. Okay, I'm going to bring those in. Because those other ones are 21 gauge, which isn't bad. And I do really like those jump rings. Oh, look, and this one is the same color as the, oh my God, can I just get a gold one? I mean, what is the deal? And I'm probably going to need 2 more for the clasp and all the things. I'll probably use a bigger one, though, for the loop-de-loop. I might just put myself on here some extender chain. I don't really know at this point. Okay, we're going to put those away. I'm going to put one up here for later. All right, now let's get some pliers out. And let's attach our jump ring here. And then we shall start the stringing. Sir, can you? Thank you. All right. So, you guys, the JJB camps are going on. I know some of you are in the camps. Are you guys just having so much fun? I'm so happy for you guys. I have not done the summer camp yet. I've done the North Pole and I've done the Beads and Blooms. And I enjoyed both. But I'm going to be honest, I have not made any of the Beads and Blooms projects yet. I'm just going to be honest with you. Not that I don't love them, because I do. I just really haven't had a chance to make them. But that's going to change soon, because I think I'm going to maybe take them with me on vacation. But I haven't decided. I mean, guys, quick poll. Do you guys take beads on vacation with you? Like, I feel like I'm going to be too busy to be beading. I think I'm going to be visiting people and doing all kinds of fun stuff. All right, I don't love the color gold on this. It's so off. But I'm just going to leave it on there for now. So how I'm going to start this is, and we're going to be a little bit random here. So I wonder if I should do both sides at the same time. I think that's a good idea. So let's pick up some chips, and these are all different colors, shapes, and sizes. Maybe put some smaller ones here. So we're going to do a little chippy stack. And they're going to be more or less random, because I'm putting just random colors together. But I am doing some little bit of shape stuff. And trying to keep it like, you know, not a whole bunch of the same colors next to each other. So something like that. I just maybe don't like that one. That one might be too big for right there. Oh, here goes Call. Having issues being random. Imagine that. So how many is that? 3, 4, 5. I'll do a little clear one here. Oh my goodness. Sir. Do you have a hole? I know you must have a hole because you were on a strand. All right, so we got 5 on that side, and it's looking pretty random. I enjoy it. Now let's do 5 on this side. Let's start with a purple one. Sometimes it's hard to find their holes, because sometimes the holes are in unexpected places where it's like, oh, that's where your hole is. Okay, bro, no judgment. Judgment-free zone, my friends. Judgment-free zone. Let's see. Trying to keep it random is harder than it looks. do, 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 oh, do. How many is that, did we say? Oh, I see now, see there? I don't know if I love that. I don't know if it's just this little thin guy here. Let's just, I don't know if that was good for me, friends. I think we might be here all day. Because I cannot be random to save my life. That's not the same thin guy, is it? No, okay. Whew. I was like, Call, isn't that the very definition of insanity? You're doing the same thing twice. It probably would be. That's not terrible. I just don't like when there's some like gaps. Like, I'm not a fan of the gappage. Let's do a little green one. But these beads are so irregular sometimes. It's just really hard to not have the gappage. Because they are not uniform. Therefore, oh, that one's good. All right. So let's see what we have here. And I think that's looking really cute. It's very random, very cute. I'm starting to not notice the bale color quite as much. I still don't love it. So what I was thinking here was, let's do a little section where we do some of this, one of these glass, and then we'll do a spacer. Spacer. Just to kind of break that up a little bit. And then let's do a bead cap. And see if we can even, oh no. See if we can even see these little baby bead caps. They're so small. And let's do one of these. So it's like a little stacked moment there. Little spacer and then a bead cap stacked on it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Almost knocked my beads off. Okay, so I like that. So look at us using bead caps, Ma. Look at us. Okay. And then we're going to do another one of these little spacers. And then another one of these cat's eye. Okay. And so that will be our breakup there. So we will do chips. We'll do like a bunch of chips. And then we'll do little breakups there. So I think that's going to look super cute. So now we can start maybe using some of our little bit bigger chips. I don't know. There's a very... There's some big ones and then some very little ones. So let's just do 5. We can do some thicker ones. That's a really beefy one. Oh my God, where's your hole? Guys, this one don't have a hole. How is he on a strand? Oh, yes, he does. I was just kidding. I'm like, how are you on the strand if you don't? Oh, that's a big one. Look at that one. I don't like it. Okay, we already have a blue one there. Let's do one of these orangey ones. These are one of the ones I added. Oh, that one's all kind of, I don't like that drill hole. Sometimes the drill holes are like way off to the side, and that's not always my favorite. That's pretty, but it's kind of the same shape as that one. Oh, here we go. It's another blue one, but that's okay. I'm okay with 2 blue ones next to each other. Then we'll put this little fiery one. That's fiery. Like a little, that's probably one of the ones I added as well. And then we'll do a clear number here. Boom. And then let's add a purple one because we don't have any purple ones on this side. Whoa, where's your hole? Oh, are you sideways? You're kind of chunky like those. Okay, that's fine. I want quite, not quite a chunky one. Oh, this one. This one's chunky, but it's not as chunky as that one. Okay. That's pretty. All right. And then we will put our cat's eye glass. Cat's eye. Spacer. Bead cap. One of these beautiful agate beads. That one's pretty. Get one that has a little bit less color than that first one had a little bit of yellows in it. So we'll do one that is a little bit more neutral. Spacer. And a cat's eye glass. Pretty. Kind of looks like moonstone. It's pretty. It's so pretty. Very, very nice and dainty and just kind of, I like it. I like it a whole lot. All right, so now, oh, I guess I have to do this section too. Well, you know what, guys? I'll do that section off camera. Let's just keep working on this section. I can whip that up pretty fast. So let's do another 5, and we could do some, maybe some of these chunkier ones now. Because we're kind of like in the middle of the necklace. So that's pretty. That's pretty. And we'll do maybe a smaller one here in the middle. Ooh, that's like a turquoisey color. That's really pretty. Is that too similar in size? I kind of want a round one here. Like a roundish one. That one's roundish. Yes, okay, now I'll get a smaller one. We need a little bit of a thin one here. Where was that other thin one we have? That one might be too thin. Here's a nice thin one. Just to kind of break up that chunkiness. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Oh, that's really on the side. I'm looking for kind of a roundish one. Ooh, that one's pink. Look at that. Okay. And we started out with white. Oh, here's green. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So let's do our cat's eye. Spacer. Little baby bead cap. And now we'll pick out, oh, that one's pretty. This one has a little bit more like brown and stuff on it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh no. These bead caps are very small. Oh my goodness. You guys. What? Okay. Let me just do it this way then. That's the way you want to go on. That's fine. Go. Goodness. Okay. Spacer. And I should have enough spacers for both sides, I would imagine. Okay. And cat's eye. All right. All right. So let's get a length on that part and see how much more we have to do. But I hope I don't run out of chips. I mean, there was a whole mess on the chips there, but okay. So we're at about not quite 5 inches. Well, 5 inches, about 5 inches in the middle. So we have to do another 5 inches. Guys, I'm gonna do up this side real quick, and then we'll come back and then we'll see how much more, because I don't want to run out of chips. Because if I don't think I'm going to, but just in case, I will be right back, loves, right back. And friends, we're back. And so here are the chips I have left, and not all of them I found were usable. I mean, if you're doing something totally random, but some of them are like a little jagged, but I still have a bunch there that I can use. So let's look and see what we have. And I don't know how long it is, so I will have to measure. But this is what we have so far. So pretty. I love it. So let's measure. And if it's close to 19 inches, I think we will crimp. Because crimping and then adding our hardware is going to add a little bit more length. So, okay, let's see here. Well, I guess let's put it up to the bead bug. Okay, so we are at 12 inches here, and then 7. So that's 19 inches. So that's good. So that's what we're gonna do. I love it. I love it, my friends. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna move these chips up here. Love these chips too. So pretty. So pretty. All right. Let's bring our guy in here, and let's give ourselves this side a little bit more room. All right. So now we're going to crimp, friends. So let's crimp one side first, obviously. Sorry, just kind of getting it to go all down. Now, I am not going to be using, let me just scoop up all this stuff here, with the exception of our hardware. Just scoop all this up so we don't get sprayed across the room, my friends, because Kyle does that from time to time. The chips can stay. I don't want to put them all together because this is going to not be fun for me to sort later. We'll just put the chips into separate. There we go. Little chips in the cup so we don't get them all over. All right. So let's bring in our lobster. Oh, guys, you know, I'm going to need some of that chain, and I totally forgot to get it. Give me 1 second, yo. Okay, and we're back. And so this is just the Rolo chain that I used in our project yesterday. I still have it on my desk. I'm going to cut just a small section. About 1 inch. Maybe a little bit more than 1 inch. Which one did I cut? I can't tell because it didn't go through. Let's try again. Oh, it was that one. How about that? There we go. They actually do open. I don't know why I cut them. They do open, actually. So, all right, friends, let's crimp this side, and we're going to crimp our, and I'm not doing wire guardians. We're going to crimp our chain right onto our bead stringing wire. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and close that up. And I'm going to make this loop about yay big. So let's find our crimping pliers. Maybe a little tiny bit smaller. There we go. We don't want it too small, but we also don't want it too big where you're going to get a lot of abrasion, right? So maybe, yeah, that's good. We're going to center that crimp right into our crimping pliers, and then we're going to go ahead and squish it. And then you will have this little cute box shape. And then we'll take it onto the side, again, making sure you're lining it up, and then squish it. And then we throw it on the rotisserie. Rotisserie. Get going there, little rotisserie buddy. Okay. And I'm feeling like that is nice and secure. Okay. And now I'm going to cut that little tiny baby end because we don't need it. Okay. And now I'm going to bring all of my work down. Okay. Take this little guy off. And we're just going to see, make sure that's all looking good. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and kind of turn this in itself a little bit. So then we know it's not going to be crimp and a crunch. There it is. I'm looking for my other crimp tube. Okay, so this crimp tube is a little bit more. We don't have anything else going on over here, so he's just going to go ahead, and I'm going to see if he fits into this first bead here. I like to put these into one bead, so this way it kind of frees up my crimping area, but these are kind of small. Yeah, it's not going to fit in there, and that's okay. I could have put another one of these metal spacers there, but then I feel like it would be metal on top of metal, and I don't know if I like that look either. So let's go ahead. My goodness, why are you so tight in there? Jesus. There we go. Oh my, almost. Look at that. Almost pulled it right out. It did not want to move, and now it looks like a little Beetlejuice head. A little shrunken. Where are the good pliers? I gotta get a plier in there and get that out. Sir, why are you so little? Come on. Okay, I have saved the day once again, my friends. I'm an action hero. All right, so that's about the size of our loop, and I think that's complimentary, pretty complimentary size. Okay, and again, everything is looking good. We know it's not going to be crunchy because we have some movement down there at the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and crimp. And then I'm going to spare you the rotisserie song, friends, a second time. You had to sit through it once. That was enough. So we're going to put it through the rotisserie. forming that lovely ball shape. Look at that. Look at that. That was a little loop. Guys, the loop got really small on that one. That's okay. All right, let's do a test. She's good. Cut this. I didn't waste too much bead string and wire, friends. Not too much. Okay. And I always pull this with some tension, so this way we know we're getting very close. That's all the scrap I had, friends. I did really good this time. That is hardly even a scrap. Look at that. Okay, I'm proud of myself. All right, let me toot my horn. Hold on. Okay. All right, guys. So let's pick up our necklace, and this should be nice. And let's kind of like shake it out a little. Oh, look how beautiful it crimps. Like if you can roll your necklace up like that, that's nice and flexible. I love that. Okay. And all that is left to do, my loves, is put on our lobster. This is very similar to yesterday's necklace as far as this spacing group. I do understand that, but I guess I liked it so much yesterday that we did it again. Oops, I did it again. It's a Brittany, bitch. What? Okay? Sometimes we can do it. I said a bad word. You can tell it's late at night. Guys, I think it's actually after midnight right now. I'm about to turn into a pumpkin. Who am I kidding? I'm already pumpkin shaped. That's for another show, guys. That's okay. That's all right. All the best shapes are pumpkin shapes. Listen, guys, it is dangerously close to pumpkin season, and I am here for it. I am so here for it. I love everything pumpkin. I am that basic person that's all about the pumpkin coffee and I don't know what a latte is. I don't do any of those fancy coffees. I just know I like the pumpkin spice coffee creamer from either like Coffee Mate or like International Delight. I like that in my coffee. That's what I know. That's about as exotic as it gets, my friends. Yes. Oh, I'm not really a Starbucks person. If I go out for coffee, I'm a Dunkin' girl. It's a Philly thing. It's okay. Look how beautiful. I love it. Guys, what do you think? So this is just a really, really fun way to use up chips in a way that we're not matching them. We're just doing a little bit of freeform design here. I think it's just a really cute way to use chips. Let me put it on my neck and see if I love it. I do. It's not very heavy, which I like. I will not be modeling it this evening, my friends, as I look like something the cat dragged in. But it's beautiful. All right, guys. There is your Bargain Bee Box Bohemian Nights. I'll stop playing with it. Let me put you down a little bit. There's your Bargain Bee Box Bohemian Nights bundle, official bundle, and that's our official design on the fly from our unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I hope you all are out there playing your magical beans and being just your amazing, wonderful selves. I just want to shout out our beautiful friend Maria, Miss Maria Ketchum. Thank you so much, my love. She sent me a lovely super chat. Guys, it's only the second super chat I've ever received. So it's just like, oh my goodness, I cannot even believe it. So my beautiful Miss Maria, this one is for you. Thank you, my love, so much. I appreciate you. And guys, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for all of your support. And yeah, until the next one, my loves, keep planting the beans. Okay, bye.